We are on scene tonight with incredible body cam video just released yesterday by the Volusia County, Florida Sheriff's Department, showing the dangers that law enforcement face every day.
We got a guy down here that's trying to steal a jet ski. He's on the jet ski in the river. Is there any way you could take a couple of us down there to him?
Sure.
Okay.
You want to take the boat? You can take it, come back.
Deputies were looking for a suspect Sunday who just stole a jet ski. Couldn't get it started, but he still decided to float away. As one family was about to head out onto the water in their boat, deputies asked for a ride to the suspect. Family decided to just let deputies borrow the boat instead as they stayed on the dock.
Sheriff's office! Put your hands up! Come over here! Come over here! What? Swim! So you're going to take a jet ski and you don't know how to swim?
After 10 minutes on the water, deputies found the suspect, 48-year-old Ronald Williams, on the jet ski. You heard one of the deputies. Not only was the suspect unable to start the jet ski, he did not know how to swim. Deputies had to improvise.
Take this line, attach it to the front of the Any weapons, guns, knives, anything.
Deputies threw a rope to the suspect, who seemed to be relieved that he was being taken to land. With the suspect in custody, deputies towed the jet ski back to the dock. They offered to reimburse the owners of the boat for gas. The family declined and said they were just happy to help. The jet ski was then returned to its owners. Meanwhile, Williams was arraigned Monday on grand theft of a motor vehicle and trespassing. He's in jail, being held on $3,000 bond. Joining me now is the Volusia County Sheriff, Mike Chitwood. Sheriff, I haven't seen a lot like this one, and I've seen a lot of police activity. This was a unique situation.
Yeah, Dan, the truth is stranger than fiction. This guy is biking through a neighborhood. The neighbors see him go cut across a backyard, get on a dock where the folks weren't home, and try to start the jet ski. And they scream out to him, they're going to call the police. And with that, he decides that he's going to just take the jet ski and just float off into the river. Fortunately, these folks were fantastic. They let us commandeer the boat to go out and do what we needed to do to make the arrest.
Now, the jet ski never started? So the guy gets on the jet ski and he can't start it?
That's exactly right. He gets on the jet ski, can't start it, and starts to float away with the current. Where he was going to go, I have no idea. But, fortunately, we probably saved his life because he probably would have drowned.
Right. So of all the things to steal, you would think probably not a jet ski for said guy who doesn't know how to swim. But all right, so it took the deputies about 10 minutes to find the suspect. Let's take a look again at what happened next.
Put your hands up! Come over here! Come over here! What? Swim! So you're going to take a jet ski and you don't know how to swim?
The deputy is telling him that this was a bad item to have stolen, basically?
Yeah, I'm sure that during the course of the day, he may have been imbibing in something that clearly screwed up the way he was going to think, common sense-wise. That I'd steal a jet ski, I can't start it, and I'll float out in the river. And by the way, I can't swim.
Right. And getting back to being serious for a moment, it does look like now the deputies have to rescue the guy, right? I mean, this is now a situation where he needs to be rescued.
Exactly right. Not only are you, going to make an arrest because he committed a felony, that jet ski's worth $25,000, and you don't know if he's armed or not armed, or what mental state he's in. Now you got to save his life because he doesn't know how to swim, and if he goes into the water, now you're jumping in there to save his life.
So you guys come back. Your team comes back after taking this guy into custody. They return the boat to the family. They say to the family, what, we'll pay you back for gas?
Yeah, the folks were great. I sent them a thank you card and some patches and challenge coins, and we're going to give them an award here at the end of the month because that was just fantastic. I mean, these folks didn't have to do that for us, but they're great citizens. They're like, sure. I don't know if I would, two of my deputies, I don't know if I would have trusted them driving the boat,
right.
But that, I won't tell the people that.
Yeah. And Sheriff, you may not know the answers. Do you know anything about the suspect's background? I mean, had he been in trouble with the law before?
I do not know that, Dan.
Okay. Yeah. The bottom line is that being on the water in this kind of situation, not something the deputies are accustomed to doing. But have they asked to borrow boats before? I mean, I just found it really interesting the way they talked to the citizens and said, hey, can we borrow your boat? Is that sort of ordinary course of business in a unique situation like this?
In a unique situation, absolutely. Last year, we chased a stolen car. A guy dove into the river, swam out to an island through gator-infested water. We were able to commandeer a pontoon boat so I could put a shore party together to get on the island to search for him.
Wow. All right. So all's well that ends well in this case. And it wasn't that the jet ski was broken, right? The guy just didn't know how to turn it on.
Yeah, the owner disabled it, so he couldn't have got it started no matter what he tried to do.
All right.
The owner was away. Yeah, the owner's away, and it was put up on the dock, and he disabled it. And obviously he got on there and just didn't know what the heck he was doing.
All right. Sheriff Mike Chitwood, thanks for coming on the program. Hope to see a lot more of you in the near future. That does it for us tonight. Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.